Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
B-R-I-L-A, Brilla. www.brilla.net, where everything sports meet. Including your radio.
The name of the game. The name of the game. The name of the game.
Yes, football is the name of the game right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM on a beautiful sing-along Thursday morning. Starting off on the local scene as is customary, we'll let you know that Aqua United cruised to a 2-0 success over Wiki Torres in an MPFL rearranged fixture yesterday. Musa Newman and Christian Piagbara got the goals for the Promise Keepers to claim their 10th win of the season. Now, Al-Hassan Ibrahim returned to the Aqua United match they scored after his time with the Nigerian national team after missing the last 2 league games. Now let's let you know that English Premier League outfit Crystal Palace have become the latest club linked with a move for Nigeria striker Kelechi Iheanacho. Yes, Crystal Palace are keen to beat their city rivals West Ham for the Manchester City forward. The Hammers are considered front runners for the signature of the 20-year-old, but Iheanacho is believed to be nursing the ambition of remaining at the Etihad Stadium despite falling in the pecking order of strikers since the arrival of Spanish manager Pep Guardiola. That definitely is going to be one of the talking points this morning. Will it be wise for him to stay back or should he move? Yes, when you take a look at Manchester City and then you take a look at Crystal Palace, well, you want to say pedigree wise, but then of course, is it about club stature or is it about playing time? That's what we're going to talk about when we get to that point. All right, moving on, let's let you know that Chelsea star Victor Moses has advised Harry Onyekuru to ignore Arsenal's interest and secure a move to London rivals West Ham United. Yes, the 19-year-old KSU pin striker has been linked with the Gunners for a number of weeks, and recent reports suggest the North London outfit have agreed a deal ahead of the 2017-2018 campaign. Onyekuru scored 24 goals in 41 appearances this season and finished as a joint top scorer in the Belgian top flight and is also a reported target of West Ham. That's another lad who's now in a bit of a fix. Where to go, where not to go, should I say, should I move, where should I move to? Well, I guess we'll add that to the mix. Now, still on the African scene, Ghana's 2018 World Cup qualifying opponents, Egypt, have announced that they will take Uganda to the feared Borgel Arab Stadium for the qualifier against Uganda in September. Yes, the 4th round match of the 2018 World Cup qualifiers is likely to decide which team from a tough qualifying group will clinch the sole ticket to the tournament right there in Russia. The match will be played on the 5th of September in Borgel Arab Stadium in Alexandria, the venue where the Pharaohs defeated Ghana 2-0 earlier this year. Yes, will lightning strike twice in the same place? Well, we'll get to find out. Now, let's let you know that the Cameroon national football team arrived Russia to participate in the 2017 FIFA Confederations Cup. Yes, the team's plane landed at Moscow Sheremetyev Airport yesterday. Team Cameroon, included in Group B, is scheduled to play Chile, Germany, and Australia. Its first match against Chile will take place on June 18th at Moscow Spartak Stadium. Now, the 2017 FIFA Confederations Cup will take place in Russia from June 17th to July the 2nd. Group A will feature host Russia as well as New Zealand, Portugal, and Mexico. Group B will include Germany, Chile, Australia, and Cameroon, and matches will be played in Moscow, St. Petersburg, Sochi, and Kazan. Yes. Let's go to England now, where Manchester United target Ousmane Dembele has fueled speculation of a possible move to Old Trafford following Victor Lindelof's unveiling. Dembele put on a show as France beat England 3-2 on Tuesday night, despite Raphael Varane being sent off for the home team just after half-time. And a number of United fans were blown away by his performance in Paris. Yes, reports suggest the Red Devils are keen on landing the Borussia Dortmund star in the coming months, with Jose Mourinho scouring the market for attacking reinforcements ahead of the 2017-2018 campaign. Now, ex-Benfica defender, a man named Lindelof, became United's first signing of the summer yesterday evening, and Dembele showed his appreciation for the Swedes' move on Twitter. All right, French Football Federation President Noël Le Graët expects Zinedine Zidane to coach France in the future, describing it as a logical continuation. Well, we'll explain that later on. Zidane has made a seamless transition from player to coach, leading Real Madrid to Champions League and La Liga glory in 2016-2017, having claimed European silverware in his maiden campaign. Now, while he remains happy at the Santiago Bernabeu, former France captain Zidane, who won the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2000 as he amassed 108 international caps, is seen as a future coach of the national team.
And new. Check out the all-new website.
www.breela.net.
See what we're up to.
On air, online, and on the go.
With our brand new and totally redesigned website.
It's just a click away. www.breela.net.
The name of the game. The name of the game.
Yes, we are still talking football right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Forella. Before the break, we were in France. We return. We still are in France. Let's let you know that France goalkeeper Hugo Lloris believes Paul Pogba proved a point to his distractors with his performance in the friendly win over England. The Manchester United midfielder produced a superb display as Didier Deschamps' side recorded a 3-2 win in Paris, despite having been reduced to 10 men following Varane's red card. Pogba has been accused in some quarters of failing to justify United's decision to pay a world record fee of £89 million to sign him from Juve last year, although he did finish 2016-2017 with winners' medals in the EFL Cup, beg your pardon, and of course the Europa League. All right, let's let you know that Christian Abbiati is hopeful that Gianluigi Donnarumma will stay at AC Milan as talk builds that he has agreed a new contract. Now, reports in Italy yesterday have suggested that the 18-year-old goalkeeper has accepted a new 5-year contract worth about €4.5 million a year, in addition to bonuses, that is. Abbiati believes the rising Italy star will be best served by staying at the San Siro, despite links with Manchester United and Real Madrid, and is very, very confident he does not want to leave. All right, before I bring in the analyst, let's let you know that reported Liverpool target Mohamed Salah is being pursued by an English club. Roma sporting director Monchi has confirmed. Now, Egypt winger Salah has been heavily linked with a switch to Anfield and a second crack at the Premier League after his spell at Chelsea fell flat. Monchi was speaking at the unveiling news conference of new Roma head coach Eusebio Di Francesco, and he was bullish over ensuring the former Sassuolo boss will have a strong squad to work with. Now, let's chip in this one. New head coach Luciano Spalletti wants an Inter team that measures up to the club's rich history, but he has conceded there is plenty of work to be done at the San Siro. Spalletti was confirmed as Inter boss last Friday, becoming Stefano Pioli's permanent successor, having led Roma to a second place in Serie A last season. Now, by contrast, Inter languished in 7th after a season of upheaval that began with Roberto Mancini departing on the eve of the campaign to head out Frank de Boer's ill-fated tenure. Now, the Milan club are without European football next term, but they retain lofty ambitions under the ownership of the Suning Commerce Group. It's football, right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, Football 360 Degrees.
Sports fans, remember that aside from calling the magic number 0700000889, you can also join the discussion on our social media platforms.
Yes.
Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter.
See it, share it, tweet us at
889 Brilla FM, Instagram at 889 Brilla FM, Facebook Sports Radio Brilla FM. Follow us on our social media platforms and join the discussion.
I just wanna be part of your symphony.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, home of the fans.
The name of the game. The name of the game. The name of the game.
Yes, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, your champion Zal, a beautiful sing-along Thursday morning. We're talking football right here. And of course, you definitely are going to be a part of it. So get on the phone line 0700000889. Also tweet at 889 Brilla FM and the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla FM. But I have men in the studio. Yes, men of timber and caliber. Anthony Becker de Remo on the MIC. And yes, Mr. Ide is right here beside me. Good morning to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning to you, Akim Kelani. Good morning to the listener. Time to roll.
Yes, time to roll. And we're starting on the local scene. A bit of a dilemma, really, when you have a footballer who's at a club that has pedigree, but he's not getting playing time. So he has to make a choice. Should I stay? After all, this club has stature. They have money. They have opportunity to win laurels. But then, if I'm not getting any playing time, so why don't I go to a club side with less stature? Well, they might not have as many opportunities to win laurels, but at least I will get to play. I'm talking about two people, actually. One is Kelechi Iheanacho. Yes, indeed, Manchester City. He's not getting the play time he desires, and now he's been advised Crystal Palace is a good place, but then of course West Ham United also want him. And on the other hand, you also have Henry Onyekuru, who seems to be the man of the moment. Everybody's talking about Henry Onyekuru, and Victor Moses has come out to put a voice to this one, and he says, well, he should ignore Arsenal's interest and secure a move to West Ham United. Gentlemen, let's take a look at these two lads. What would you advise them to do?
Well, I think Victor Moses has given very good advice to Henry Onyekuru. For a man who has played on loan at Liverpool, played on loan at Stoke City, played on loan at West Ham United before tying a regular shirt at Chelsea, he knows what it means to play at the top level, and he knows that Henry Onyekuru is not tested and trusted, and definitely if he comes to Arsenal, he will struggle. That is the simple fact of the matter. Arsenal has Olivier Giroud, who is tested but not trusted. They have Danny Welbeck, who is tested but not trusted, and they also have the small matter of Alexis Sanchez. And Arsenal, of course, are a team under pressure. The coach has gotten 2 years, extra to, of course, prove a point. And Henry Onyekuru would have so much on his shoulders, he would, of course, not play. And a typical example would also be Alex Iwobi, who essentially plays for Arsenal but sits on the bench these days. And it was very, very clear. And last time the Super Eagles played that, Alex Iwobi was not the same man he was a few months ago. So for Henry Onyekuru, the advice would be go to West Ham United. Make a mark at West Ham United. And if you make a mark at West Ham United, even clubs bigger than Arsenal will come for you. That is how it is. So he's getting advice from the right channel, because Victor Moses signed for Chelsea, and he signed from Chelsea not from a foreign league, from Wigan that had played in the Premier League. Victor Moses had tormented defenders in the Premier League in the colours of Wigan, but sadly he joined Chelsea, could not play. That's not to take anything away from Henry Onyekuru. He's just only stating the obvious. And as for Kelechi Iheanacho, Manchester City are in a place where they've not been before in a long time. Pep Guardiola also is in a place where he has never been before. Pep Guardiola wants to react, and in fact he has reacted. He has told players that are surplus requirement to go. He has reinforced, he's still reinforcing, and players definitely will come in. If more players come in, he had limited time last season. He would not even have time to even play this season. So going to where you can play football is very, very good. If he goes to Crystal Palace, if you love Manchester City so much, don't ask for a transfer, ask for a loan move. Go to Crystal Palace, play football, and come back and show what you can obviously do. I think both men are on point. Victor Moses is on point, and if Kelechi decides to go to Crystal Palace, he will be on point because he will get playing time, and obviously if he comes back, he should be able to play for Manchester City.
Crystal Palace as opposed to West Ham, which one will be a better choice? Celebrity is joining the party right now. Good morning to you,
Yeah, good morning. I like a lumberjack. Good morning, Jiggy.
Thank you so much. Yes, we're talking about these two lads, Kelechi Iheanacho and of course Henry Onyekuru. Signals are he wants to stay back at Man City, but then he's not getting any play time. So Crystal Palace is an option, West Ham is an option. Which will be the better option?
Alan Pardew is a good coach. If Alan Pardew will who's the coach of Crystal Palace again? This guy left. They don't have a coach no, they don't have a coach. This was it called Big Sam worked out, right? Yes. Okay, yeah. Big Sam. I heard Alan Pardew is going to come back. I think I read that thing on the one evening yesterday. So if Alan Pardew goes to Crystal Palace, that's where I should have started from. If he goes to Crystal Palace, I think it's going to be a good one. Sam Soja alluded to that fact the other time he was here too. He say of all the coaches he's worked with, Alan Pardew is one who he can say this guy taught me how to do this, how to do that. So that's one. But why I want to make go West Ham is say Slaven Bilic is a young coach, and the thing with younger coaches is that they easily understand the mindset of players. And if a coach demand for you, chances are that you will play. Especially in a team where other people do, the team is not doing excellently well. Look at Jesus Navas, for instance. Gabriel Jesus. Nobody can convince me say Gabriel Jesus is better pass Aguero. But because now this guy bring him in, he was bold enough to even bench Aguero for Gabriel Jesus. It took the president of the club to say this guy is going nowhere for Aguero not to find confidence. I just watched one interview yesterday of Aguero saying that if not for the president, he would have been angling for a move away. And all that the expectation on him is too much. He's not a number 9. He's actually just started playing number 9 position for the past 2 seasons. So I can understand that if Kelechi won't move, go to West Ham. West Ham is also a club that doesn't really battle relegation like Crystal Palace. Go to West Ham and see what will happen at the Olympic Stadium. The size of that stadium is almost the same thing as the Etihad Stadium, so not too much of an adjustment there. That's one. For Onyekuru the agent just find a place where he go play regularly. That's the thing. You can't do 24 goals, is it 24, 25 goes one season and then you just move and go and sit on the bench. It's a stay for
you know the thing about being the highest goal scorer in Belgium. Onyekuru was not even high, he was joint highest goal scorer. We've had Nigerians that were highest goal scorer in Belgium before. I'll give you names. Akpala was highest goal scorer in Belgium. Tosin Dusumu was highest goal scorer in Belgium. But then scoring 50 goals or 1 million goals in Belgium is not the same thing as scoring in the Premier League. We both say that. I would prefer Crystal Palace for Iheanacho because I still feel, because back here in Nigeria we still argue he's not a number 9, he's a number 8, he's a support striker. Crystal Palace have a number 9 in Andy Carroll who is, when he's fit, Iheanacho no go bench him.
West Ham, I mean.
West Ham, I mean. But even Crystal Palace also have Benteke. And Iheanacho bench Benteke. No,
he will not. So
let's call a spade a spade.
All right,
so make it not be like saying a case of fire to fire.
Keeping it very, very practical right here in Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. I'm talking about practicality. Well, one man who definitely is a practical man is the one you call Jose Mourinho, and he's already preparing hard for the season, and he definitely wants to make a mark. Yes, double action at home, and then of course in Europe he's going to be in action, and he's already shown that no, I want to be prepared. Yes, Victor Lindelof has joined the school, signing a 4-year contract with Manchester United yesterday, and that's what about could go about to 40 million pounds. And then indications are Ousmane Dembele might also move to Old Trafford following Victor Lindelof's unveiling. Okay, so let's take a look at that now. Victor in the squad. Will Ousmane Dembele be a good addition to Manchester United squad? Will they help Jose Mourinho's aspirations to actually prove that yes, I am back when it comes to the EPL?
I think Ousmane Dembele. Let's start with Lindelof because he's already in the bag.
Yes.
Lindelof is the strength that Dele Blind does not have. So if you put Lindelof and what's it called, and Bailey together, you have a Yapstar and Rio Ferdinand in his best days, not in the days where he was missing drug tests. So I think that defense is rock solid. Or you have a Steve Bruce and Gary Pallister. Maybe that much intelligence not there, but you have a Steve Bruce and Gary Pallister in that centre back. So I think that combination is fine. I took my time yesterday to research on that Victor Lindelof. I think for the numbers, the numbers are very good for now until he comes to the EPL. Whether the EPL will expose him or he would master the EPL like some of that players do. Let's see how that happens. But for Dembele is a bit of Wanyama and some part of Eriksen because he's a ball playing midfielder. He can pass. He can pick a pass from afar, not like the Xavi Alonso kind of pass anyway. Not like the Andre Pirlo kind of pass. He doesn't score free kick, but he can also arrive at the box. Not the Michael Essien type, but he can arrive at the box like Wanyama. Contribute to a few goals here and there. Can give pass, split pass both ways, left and right. So I think if you bring him to Manchester United with Juan Mata running and Mkhitaryan running, my problem is where would Pogba play at the end of the day. But the more the merrier, so they say. So let's have it there.
Well, for both players, the numbers are good, like Elegote said, but it is one thing to play for Benfica. It's also another thing to play for Manchester United. The pressure is different. The demands are higher. If you look at Borussia Dortmund, it's one thing to play for Borussia Dortmund, and it's also another thing to play for Manchester United. Look at players that have come from Borussia Dortmund that have come to Manchester United. They've all struggled. Even Mkhitaryan struggled at some point, but gradually he found his feet. Before Mkhitaryan, there was, of course, Shinji Kagawa. He had to go back to Borussia Dortmund. One player, of course, that came from Borussia Dortmund, that came to England, they don't even hear a name. It was their best player before leaving, Nuri Sahin. I don't know if Elegbete remembers it. They not play ball. Yeah, you know, somebody was comparing Lindelof and Bailly. Bailly has played in Villarreal, left Villarreal for Manchester United and done well. But then Lindelof is leaving Benfica and coming the league in Benfica. The defenders he played or the attackers he played, they are not the ones you'll be seeing in England. Or if Costa stays, at some point he'll mark Costa. If you mark Alexis if he stays, at some point you'll mark Aguero if he stays. At some point you'll mark Harry Kane if he stays. Then goes Make him just calm down.
His nickname the Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman. You go talk to Iceman.
Throw him out. We'll throw him out. All right, we're not taking callers right about now. Very little limited time in which to take calls, so let's get to it. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Let's hear from you.
Mr. Quickly, how are you doing?
I'm very well.
Yeah, I think the mistake has done before, but let's us go for him to go to Epic. I don't really know who the team is going to play for, because I remember the time when we played under 20 in the World Cup. Someone's decision to go to Man City. I said this on radio that this man for Man City is too much, but I believe God will help to choose a good team for now. But,
all right, thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
My name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Magudo.
Let's hear from you, Kingsley.
Okay, for me, I think Yana should go to West Ham, because if you leave Manchester City, because sooner or later he won't be seeing bench to sit on. Therefore, my United, Linda, I think it's a good one, and therefore Dembele, I think will be an added to Manchester United to strengthen Mourinho plan for 2017-18 season. So that's my take.
Right, thank you so much. That's Football 360. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Chief Bernard.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Akila from the Master Leader from the line.
Let's hear from you, Mark.
I think yes, bro, if you take Mr. Moses, I say, because the voice of that is voice of God. The Christian is going to, like Sam. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Marcel. Hello.
Good morning, Jiggy Man.
Good morning to you, bro.
Yeah, this is Kadri calling.
Let's hear from you, Kadri.
Yes, I agree with Anthony on Oyeko matter. Just as Victor advised, Victor too, he experienced from club to club, and today he saw how he was the first team player at Chelsea last season. So Oyeko should go to it. In short, there's nothing like small club in England. Look at N'Golo Kante. He performed well at Leicester last season. He was the first team player. So you should go to West Ham to Crystal Palace. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much. Football 360 degrees. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, bro.
Yeah, my name is Abayomi.
Let's hear from you, Abayomi.
Yeah, I am Oyeko. If you take his time, maybe one more season in Belgium, or if you want to go to England, if you go to a lower club like West Ham or Crystal Palace. Then for Irina, the best thing for him is to take a move away from Man City, because I'm sure that it's not in the last plan. Then from Lindelof, well, I've not looked at his numbers, but from what I've heard, from what I've been hearing, for the past 3 seasons, he's been at the top of his game. So I expect him to fit in Man City, Manchester United. Sorry.
All right, thank you so much. Sports Radio 88.9 Real FM. Quickly on Twitter, Mebuka says Kelechi should go to Crystal Palace, and for Henry, he should go to West Ham. And King Fabulous says Jose is always on point. Osman Dembele will be welcome to Manchester United. Yes. Sports Radio 88.9 Umbrella for Real football action. Just the way you like it. And as usual, there's so little time in which to give it to you. But not to worry, because we'll continue talking about this on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page, and of course, anywhere you are, keep it locked on the www.brilla.net. Right now, let's pick up the papers and find out what they are sending out for Sportilicious Breakfast on the sports pages.